Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of my FTB Ampz single player series. So I haven't done a whole lot since last episode. You can see that I've got some bricks laid out. Let me explain that. So if you noticed last episode, I put some bricks out here to say this is going to be our little first starter factory. Well, I changed my mind because it was too small. So I made it a little bit bigger. So I just was laying out a kind of a rough plan to kind of get my dimensions and see what kind of resources I need and just kind of see how big it's going to be. So I kind of like this size. So we're going to kind of continue to working on that. Nothing else has changed. I'm actually going to upgrade this energized smelter right now. Got everything on me. I waited to do that on camera. Since I'm cooking up a bunch of stone and I'm going to be cooking up some glass, I'm going to go over the beach and get some glass. Decided to go ahead and upgrade this thing. Originally I was going to upgrade the enrichment chamber first, but now I'm going to upgrade the smelter. So let's switch over to let's go ahead and get that done. Speed up the process a little bit. I can't spell. There we go. Nope, we're going to make some, nope, not that circuit. Cheap circuit. So we'll take 4 of these. Now we should have everything. Well, what am I missing? Oh, I'll just plug it in. No big deal. So if you remember the old smelter, I only had 1 slot. So you can see what's this one right here. So now we have 3 slots. So we can basically do 3 times the speed of the old one. So once I get some more dust, I don't have any, I've built it all up, so I don't have any dust. I'm going to have to make a few upgrades. And looks like I filled up the internal buffer, and we're still having a positive gain. So let's continue to cook up our cobble. Also today, we'll try to see if we can get over to the nether. I want to get the nether bricks in the Spax texture pack. The nether bricks look really good, so I'm going to use, if you see these little single holes, nether bricks are going to go here, glass here. So I'm going to start cooking off some sand. So that's kind of what we're going to do today, kind of work on this building setup, visit the nether, probably Tinker's Contract Smeltery. I think that's about it. I'm not sure. We'll kind of see how it goes. So, I will see you in just a minute. Just been gathering some resources. Actually came down here for lava. And then picking up some resources while I was down here. We're just going to head on back and show you what I've done since the last cut. If I can get out of here. There we go. While we were gone, I finished making a smeltery. That's why I needed the lava for. Made a stone hammer and a stone excavator. Just some basic tools. Let me mine a little bit quicker. Started working on the structure just a little bit more of the factory. I needed some more cobblestone. So that also contributed. Made a tool forge, of course, because I can get the hammer and excavator. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Fire it up. There we go. 2 buckets. Let me offload some of this junk. Come back and sort it out later. Also picked up some obsidian so we can go visit the nether here in a few minutes. And to make an enchantment table when I get around to it. I wanted to go ahead and get some. But one thing I do need to look at, I don't know how this is going to work yet. Glass. Don't know how it's going to work yet. See if I got anything in there. More seared bricks. Oh, that's why. Let's go ahead and make a casting table. Pop that in there. And we need to make some aluminum brass to make some casting plates. So there's some aluminum and some copper. Should be right there. I keep forgetting the textures are changed. It takes me a little time to look at it. So let's do that for right now. See what it gives us. So this is kind of the beginning tiers of making a higher end Tinker's Construct tool. You actually have to melt down aluminum and copper to get aluminum brass, and then you take the aluminum brass, or you can use gold to make cast. So I'll show you that on camera if we can have time. That just allows you to make any kind of metal tools. So here's actually the tool forge. So any of these metal tools, if you plan on making them out of metal, you actually have to put them in a smeltery, turn them into a liquid, and then pour them into a cast. So that's kind of what we're doing. With the stone and the wood tools, you don't have to do that. So I was able to get away with making stone tools until we got to this point. So it looks like we have 2 ingots of aluminum brass, copper. So let's toss in another aluminum. If we can get the most out of that as we can. And actually, I'll go ahead and work on this right now. The first one we want to make is, let's make a large head. That's right. Cobblestone, so we'll make a stone plate. I'm going to take that stone plate, put it right there, and just melt it up. There we go. So now we have 4 ingots. We still have 3 copper, so we'll go ahead and pop 1 more in there. And then we're just going to pour that aluminum brass right over this plate to turn it into a cast, just like that. So now I have a large plate cast. You can see right here on the tooltip, it does take 8 ingots of whatever metal to make this plate. So when we're talking about making this hammer, it actually takes 2 plates. So you're talking about 30 pieces of iron or so, or 30 pieces of metal to make the hammer. Now we got that cast. Let's see how much we got left. 4 ingots. So let's make some more right here. So let's make a hammer. Right over here. So we'll make a hammer and then put that in. And we'll get a tough tool rod next. There you go. So basically you have to do this with every part that you plan on making out of metal. Usually I prefer cobalt for, if I had to do any kind of mining, I usually prefer cobalt because it does have the fastest mining speed of all the materials. You can only get cobalt from the nether as well. So there we have all the materials to make a hammer. So let's see how much more we have. We have 3 more ingots. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's make that. 7 more stencils. Let's go ahead and get some wood, make another stencil. What I was going to say earlier is Tinker's Construct actually adds a steel pick, and that's this one right here selected is a mechanism or UE pick. So with this steel pick from Tinker's Construct, you can mine all the materials, obsidian, diamond, and all the high-end metals from Tinker's Construct. So I'm not sure if this steel pick from mechanism will act as the same thing. So we're probably going to make ourselves another pick just to be able to do that, just to be able to mine those materials. But it'll be pretty easy, I'll show you. Alright, so we're getting wood and sticks to make another stencil. There we go. 3 more. Wrong one. Did not shift click. All right. So we still have 3 ingots. So we have all those. So we can go ahead and make one of these. For that, that's for the excavator and for the saw or axe. I don't know what you want to call it. All right, let's make a pickaxe head. We're gonna get a tool binding, and then we just need a regular tool rod. That's a tough one there. I think it's close to the end. Yep, there we go. So again, we're going to make those. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to get this, save that. Usually I prefer to have some kind of slime handle because it gives you a whole lot of durability. So let's see how much slime we have. Oh, come back with me. So in there, so get the pick. Let's see how much more we have in there. So we have 1 more ingot, and we have 1 of copper. So let's go ahead and get that made. So save that. Go ahead. And actually, I do need a little bit more. So toss in a couple coppers. Cool thing about the smeltery, if you are using it, Hotag and I used it for our beginning stages of our ore processing. It does allow you to double your ores. So that's a cool way to use it if you can get all the materials right offhand to make it. So we have 6 nuggets of that, so we can hold off there for a minute. Clean up the inventory just a touch. So we still have the tough tool rod. Did not make that. Everything else is made. Except for that rod. Okay. And then we made a pick. Okay, it's not bad. And so let me grab and get as well. So we'll just grab a flat iron. I'll show you how to make an iron cast as well. Alright, so we got. Okay, so let's toss in some more. Because we only have 6 nuggets, so that's not enough to make a plate. It takes 1 full ingot to make a plate. Or make a cast, I should say. While that's working, I'm going to go ahead and make some steel. Okay. So we got that melted. This looks like we have now 2 ingots. Perfect. So I'm going to take this and stick it here. Go ahead and make an ingot cast so that way I can pour any of those materials right into an ingot. And let's go ahead and make this broad shovel since I do have 1 ingot still left. Make it easy. That should, and then so we have 5 copper ingots after that. So we'll just pour those right into a ingot cast. No big deal. Okay, great. So now we have all our materials, or all our pieces to make the smeltery, so we can make some more high-end materials. So when we go to the nether here in a few minutes, we're going to be looking for cobalt and iodite, as well as some nether quartz. Nether quartz not for this mod, but definitely some cobalt for this. So you can see it just pours right into an ingot cap. It's a little bit manual, but it's okay. These seared bricks is what they're called. To make these seared bricks, you have to make grout. The grout is clay, sand, and gravel. So it just takes a good bit of that material, about a stack each. Once this gets finished, we should have about 2 more or so. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this steel dust in here to go ahead and make me a steel pickaxe. And you can also, on the tooltips, you can see how much it costs. Okay, so we're going to have that cook. I'll toss in some obsidian. Did I bring my obsidian? Nope. Obsidian makes a really good binder. So it gives you reinforced 2. It just takes a long time to cook down, so that's why I toss the steel in first, because it'll melt first and I can pour that in. So just a little other things while we're working here. Hotag and I've been working pretty hard and having a whole lot of fun with Scrag Tech. We just made the spotlight and filmed our first 3 episodes, and we are really enjoying it and really kind of going places. I hope everybody's at least watched it and trying to keep up with it. As much as it was a work to set up, it's been really enjoyable to play with. So now we have liquid steel in there. Pour that in. So now I have a steel pig head. And then I'm going to, that's tough. And then we'll pour that obsidian. So that obsidian actually is 2 ingots worth. And this is a half an ingot. So what I'll do is I'll make 2 of these bindings out of obsidian, and then I'll send the other one to make an ingot out of. So let me pull my ingot out. Stick some cobblestone in there to cook. I'll wait. Meat in there to cook. Let's go ahead and make a flint steel. You know what? I don't think I've picked up any flint. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, not the hard way. Is it gonna work? Awesome. I've actually never tried that. Got flint steel now to light off our portal. I guess we'll we can put a portal right there. cheap one. Used to wasting all that obsidian. Whoop, missed. Oh. Alright, so obsidian's melted down. Let's get ourselves a bindings to be exact. We'll send the rest to make me get one of these here. Nice texture. So let's figure out what we have in the handle. Balls. So that's what I'll do just now is let that sitting in there and let it handle. Get out of iron. However, what? I'm just gonna make it out of wood. Not how. Obsidian handle. So we're gonna have durability of 750. It's not bad. Getting a whole lot better. The wood doesn't do us any favors here. You can see mining level cobalt. So cobalt is actually a higher tier than obsidian. So, like I was saying earlier, this is basically one of the cheapest, best picks you can make for early game. Make myself a sword. I just broke it. We got some buckets, got some food. More food out of here. Got 2 pickaxes and arrows. Yeah, that's good. Right. Building materials, got the dirt. Oh, let's go. Let's see what kind of trouble the nether brings us. And waiting. Let's go ahead and set up a marker. So we know how to get home. This is kind of a cool texture. If you haven't seen the stacks from nether, you can see it kind of moves around a little bit. Kind of trippy the first time I saw it. Some glowstone, which is useful. Also, a cool thing about these Tinker's Construct picks, I think I said it earlier, is that I can repair them. So I'm not really worried about using the durability down on this too much, because I'll just pop another piece of steel on it and repair it back up. So see if we can find our way out. See what we can get into. may end up doing instead of looking for a fortress to get nether brick. I might just take a bunch of this netherrack and just cook it down. A little more, maybe more time involved, but maybe not, depending on how long it takes to find a fortress. So, interesting. Come on, stop burning. Ooh, close. Ooh, let's whack that guy. What we got? Help stacks. At least like to find some cobalt. Invisible block or something. There we go. Let's go anywhere. That's the texture for our dye right there. So let's try this mechanism steel pick, see if it works. And it does. Awesome. Don't have to worry about carrying around 2 picks. That doesn't. Does that go anywhere? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh. It's kind of like a maze. Well, at least we can say we've been to the nether. I like that it's in a little cave, so where as soon as you get out of the portal, you're getting shot. On our modded series, 1.64 modded series, I went through the portal, and before even my screen had finished rendering, gas had shot me, broken the portal. So, that was fun. Always useful. Portal's not there. Wow, it's like I keep getting stuck on invisible blocks or something. So, I'm just gonna make my way back to the portal, picking up some netherrack as we go. So, if we didn't find an easy out, I'm just gonna cook down this netherrack to make nether brick. I could spend an hour around here when I can cook this up in a few minutes. Oh. There goes that. And there I am. All to the seal. Nice. There's more ardite. Put this goes in the room. Your ghast. Ardite. But it's like a dead end. I apologize for the dark screen. I didn't bring any torches. Not that it helps much. Alright, let me do a little quick time check, see what we got. Okay. Looks like it's about time for us to wrap up anyway. So thanks for joining me on episode 3 of the single play series. having a whole lot of fun on playing with these UE mods. It's a nice break from Greg Tech and the grindy portions of that. But I've always enjoyed bullet fishing. So hopefully you'll join me on our next episode. Definitely check out the 1.6.4 series, and we're going to try to have maybe a mod spotlight out a week. So again, see you next time. Thanks.